Good afternoon. I must say I am quite excited. I'm really excited with the 10 of events. I really never thought Hakainde Hichilema would take up such a step. I must tell you that it really excites me. He has really excited me. And I'm saying, thank you, HH. Thank you for that reaction. At least you have proved some of your supporters wrong. You have proved some of your supporters wrong. I think you people who, brag so much and say all sorts of things about HH, I tell you, if you can really see through this properly, I mean, you should be, holding your heads to say, gosh, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. I mean, gosh, this man, this is a gift on a Saturday afternoon. It's a gift that he has, I just can't believe it that HH would give me such a political gift. It's a political gift, my brother. HH, what you have done great. You have done great. I'm so happy. And what am I talking about? Let's walk through the facts. Facts, not facts. Number one fact, you people who have been saying, oh, HH doesn't respond to you, HH doesn't read what you write, HH doesn't listen to what you say. What are you saying today? What are you saying today? Tell me. You, the HH supporters, who brag, no, HH doesn't respond to you, HH doesn't know you. Today, HH has just shown you that he recognizes me. He recognizes me. And me, I like to be factual. I like to be factual and, realistic. HH is a big guy. This guy has been in politics for some time now. Contested 5 presidential elections. So, being recognized by this guy, it's good. I'm moving forward. My political strategies is just doing good. It's just doing good. HH responds to me. HH listens to me. Mulekana. Nanga muzashusha lelo. Imwe. Mabene makamba. Sakumvera. What? Kambani lero timvere. Landeni tumfwe. Landeni tumfwe. Kusheche chitomfwa. Niuze ni nimvere. HH listens to me. He listens. Otherwise, if he doesn't listen, if he doesn't follow me, he's my follower. HH is my follower. Refuse it or not. You come on my page and say, blah, 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 blah. Well, HH is my follower. HH is part of the Tayali cartel. You should know that. Let me even switch on the aircon because it's getting hot in here. Let me get the remote. I want to switch on the aircon. I'm sweating. I'm too excited. Yes, we need to talk properly. We need to talk properly. Tumfwane wino wane. Tumfwane wino san. Be happy that it's not only you who follow me. HH is part of the Tayali cartel. It's part of the Tayali cartel. We can't dispute that. And the evidence is number one. HH sued me in Livingston. If you remember that case, is still there, huh? He didn't sue me out of whatever. He sued me out of what I said on Facebook, what I posted. It is on what he sued me on. If he didn't read, how could he go and sue me? He only sued me because he read from my page. HH is part of the Tayali cartel members. He's our member, bona fide member. Benefiting from what I write. And out of his benefits, he went all the way to Livingston to sue me. All the way to Livingston to sue me. This time around, he has learnt a lesson. At least the number 2 thing is that HH has learnt a lesson. This time, You know, in the earlier case, HH had to go to Southern Province to go and sue me. That's where he had to go. You know, but I filed an application and I won the case. The case was brought back to Lusaka. I want you to know that Ija case Ija, which he took to Livingstone, I won it through an application. I won an application which I filed in a preliminary application to have the case transferred to Lusaka. And the case is now in Lusaka. I want you to start following that case. I want you to be following that case. Please follow that case. Ija HH Amena Nani Suwinga, where it is HH is saying that I said he's a Freemason, he's a Satanist. You know, that's what he said. I want you to start following that case, because now we have two cases. It's becoming interesting. It's getting nice in here. It's just so nice. I'm enjoying my political life. I mean, gosh, I just couldn't believe it that I could have politicians like my HH, you know, competing with me. I mean, why are you going to refuse? Are you going to refuse that I'm competing with HH? I mean, come on, shouldn't I be excited? I just started politics yesterday. Doing my my whatever in my bedroom. I mean, all these things, it's nice, you know. I don't even have somebody to help me to hold whatever. HH has all the people. He has even lawyers. You saw him today. He went just to go and report a case. He had 2 lawyers. My friends, I don't even have a lawyer, but I've already won an application in Livingstone. That case is in Lusaka. I don't have a lawyer. I defend myself. Just to show you that, you know, you think that HH is so smart. What? Please, we want to show you politics. We want to show you how to do politics. HH is learning how to do politics. He's learning. At least this time around, he has learned. He has not gone to go and report elsewhere, because I taught him that, you know, you need to do these things within the jurisdiction. And he has gone and reported the case now here in Lusaka. So I've taught HH one more thing, but he hasn't learned yet. He hasn't learned yet, because so far apana mugonjesa. Just by the fact him going to report that case to police, it is in itself victory on my part. Whoa. And Nizavina novina lero. Nizavina. If I could have put a song to dance for you, but nonetheless, at least I am making serious strides. Those of you who think that HH is a politician, believe you me, that man is not a politician. He's not smart politically. He's not. The guy is just falling like somebody who doesn't see. Going, you know, walking into the, you know, the trenches that I've laid for him. You see? Poor man. But anyway, you know why HH is not a good politician? Why HH is not a good politician? Because he's too egocentric. He's too self-centered. He doesn't, you know, people who are self-centered, they don't consider a number of factors. You know, when you're too self-centered, when you're too selfish, you just see that everything is about you. Everything is about you. So you just go in blindly, you know, overlooking the obvious situations. He's too self-centered, HH. That's why he's falling in my trap. And I'm becoming a better politician. Tomorrow, you know, if it's just to tell you, tomorrow it will be headlines. All of us. Hey, HH has reported to police. You know, everybody will be reading, including the donors of Anglo-American. They will be reading. They will know that there is a Tayali in Zambia, who has put our HH on the edge. You know, he's on the pin, he's dancing around because of Tayali. Imagine, am I not doing good? Can't you just clap for me, please? Even if you hate me that much, for this one, feel good for me. I am putting down this one, and I am going to make sure that HH is out of politics. My path to State House is becoming more clearer and clearer. HH is making it possible. Thank you very much, HH. Natotera sana. How do you say it? Ndarumba. ndalumba kapat, ndalumba kapat, HH, ndalumba kapat, HH, you are doing good. You are doing good. You have come, you need to learn, you need to come to Touch and Go Academy to learn how these things are done. You need to learn. You know, you are too self-centered. Stop being self-centered. Stop being emotional. That's how you do politics. You don't have to be emotional. You see, a lot of you on social media, you say so many bad things about me. You type what, you never see me get emotional. Because that's not politics. But HH is emotional. HH is emotional. That's why he has sued me. Because he's emotional. You know, he's emotional. He's self-centered. That Kalito Chirufia, how can he do this? And he does, he's making big mistakes. Suing me in Livingstone was a big mistake. This, what he has done now is a big mistake. I am thriving. I am showing HH that is not the way you do politics. You can't be self-centered in politics. You have to be selfless. You have to be selfless. Because if you are not selfless, you are not going to tolerate anyone. You are not going to tolerate divergent views. HH is not tolerating divergent views. Is not tolerating criticisms because he feels he's Alpha and Omega. He's a small god. How dare Chirufa talk about me? How can he do that? How can he do that? And that is a mentality of dictatorship. If HH, imagine HH was president. Let's be very realistic here. Let's be very realistic and serious about this. Imagine HH was president today. Imagine he was president. Imagine HH was president. What do you think he would have done to me? What do you think he would have done to me? Do you think HH would have gone to the police? He wouldn't. Instead, he would have instructed the police to come for me. And he would have made sure I rot in jail. So, HH is actually not good for presidency. He's not good. Not good. Because he's self-centered. He's self-centered. He's too egocentric. And he feels like he's a god who cannot be challenged. Who cannot be challenged. Those of you who have been following me critically on my page and what I've been saying, there are times when I've criticized Edgar Lungu heavily. I've criticized Edgar Lungu heavily. You go and see. I was the first one who called Edgar Lungu a mediocre. And I still say it. I do criticize Edgar Lungu big time. I've criticized Edgar Lungu big time. Not once did you see even PF cadres beating me. The only time that I felt, threatened by the PF cadres is when I was talking about the ambulances and I went to see Taruchi Rufia at his office. That's the only time. But all the time that I've criticized Edgar Lungu heavily, I've never been threatened. Never been threatened. Kaiza Zulu has called me and shouted at me, but really, I can't really say I've felt endangered. And yet, Edgar Lungu is in power. And yet, Edgar Lungu is in power. Now, here is HH, who is actually not in power, in opposition. Look how he's dancing around. Look how much he's trying, to fix me. Apart from the beating, he took me, first of all, remember I was beaten at that hotel, Goffy Hotel, by the UPND cadres. Next, he went and reported at Livingstone. And when I went to Livingstone, he hired thugs to beat me up. He hired thugs to beat me up. So you can see the insensible appetite, to fix those who are opposed to whatever he's doing. So this man is really a big mistake for presidency. He's not fit to be president, because when you are president, you get insulted. When you are president, you get to be told all sorts of things. And you don't react the way HH is doing. You don't react like that. You don't. You don't. It's poor politics. It's the same na Bakambwiri. Bakambwiri has also sued me because they are same egocentric, dictators that we have. For them, and you see, this is a funny thing about these dictators. They thrive at criticizing others. They feel good. They feel good when they are being jeered. You see HH when he's criticizing Edgar Lungu, he's even licking the calypso. He feels good. He really feels good when he's doing that. But when I criticize him, he wants to fix me. And you say that is a politician. You say that is a good leader. Please, let's be serious. Let's be serious. This is leadership we're talking about, is presidency. And the president in this country has got so much powers. So you don't play with that office and give people like HH who are so egocentric, who are so emotional, who are so dictatorial, who feel like they are gods. You don't make that mistake. That position is very big. It has got so much powers. Imagine if Edgar Lungu himself was a leader that is emotional like HH. Imagine what he says. Imagine what Kambwili says. Kambwili goes and calls Edgar Lungu Pompwe, Shani. Even HH himself, he also says a lot of things on Edgar Lungu. Imagine if Edgar Lungu was like HH. What do you think he would have done to Kambwili? What do you think he would have done to HH himself? You see? So, me, I'm just very realistic. I look at things very realistically. You know, very realistically. It's not that when I'm supporting this Edgar Lungu, what, and you feel like, no, I've been paid. Nothing. I'm telling you, I'm so broke. Where is even my wallet? I can even show you my wallet. I'm very broke at the moment. But, you know, I look at the guy to say, this man, at least, is reasonable. You can accuse Edgar Lungu of so many things. Yes, he's lukewarm, surely. He's lukewarm in certain areas. But this man is doing good. This man has kept this peace. He has kept this peace. Let's look at HH himself. HH says, you know, the criticisms that HH has on Edgar Lungu. You know, he says there is no rule of law. There is no rule of law. HH says that many times. There is no rule of law. Now, if there is no rule of law, how is it that HH, the same man who is saying there is no rule of law, is going to the police? Why is he going to the police if there is no rule of law? Why is he going to the police? He's going to the police because there is rule of law and he believes in it and he's enjoying it. He's benefiting out of it. HH is benefiting out of the rule of law that Edgar Lungu is providing. And it is, I'm not trying to praise Edgar Lungu, no. I'm trying to poke holes in what HH says. HH says there is no rule of law in this country. But if there is no rule of law, meaning there is no laws, they cannot be police officers, they cannot be courts. So HH is again falling into the same things that he's talking about. Is twisting himself. He's catching himself in his own web of lies. It's a lie that there is no rule of law. Can you challenge me? Imwe. HH. Tell me. Is there no rule of law in Zambia today? Tell me. HH goes out of the country. BBC, there is no rule of law. I have South Africa, there is no rule of law. Today, HH went and reported to the police. HH went and sued me in Livingstone because he believes there is a rule of law. That's why he's doing it. But because he's so obsessed with power, he's so desperate for power, he dares lie. He dares lie and say there is no rule of law in this country. Lelo, I don't think you have anything to say. You don't have anything to say. Your HH has let you down. He has let you down. Believe you me. Now, let me make a reaction. What is my reaction to him reporting me to the police? Am I scared? Certainly not. Certainly not. Because what HH has done, let me tell you, HH has just confirmed that he's guilty. HH is guilty of what happened at UNZA. So kuivangilisha filatanda tukuivangilisha tukujichaila kuichaila efya achitaye chepchapa na ijangilisha le ijangilisha, you know, he knows he's guilty. So alefu aichaile filawewa ngawamonekera kuichaila tabazinkimana kuichaila. That's what HH achita. Therefore, Zinkimane, he has gone and reported to the police because he's guilty. He's guilty of what he did. He's guilty of what he did. He's guilty of what he did. And what did he do? I have to give you things properly so that much understand wino. What did HH do? HH had that press conference. And at that press conference, he was inciting people to rise against the government. He was inciting them. It is there, clear. It is there, very, very clear. He can't even run away from it. It is there. So I'm gonna namonekera ma narachitashani hapa kuichaira kuyavepesha chirufya criminal libel walilanda. After walanda, there was a riot at UNZA. And as far as we are concerned, even the reasons that you are advancing, that they rioted because of not being paid meal allowances, it is not true, because the students were paid meal allowances on the 20th of September, part payment, and the balance they knew that they were going to be paid on October 5th. So what are you talking about? What are you saying that the students were not paid? PF is not paying them. They were paid. Student meals allowances was not an issue in the history of UNZA and university bursary. We have had students going for months without being paid, but this time around they were paid. Me, I was at UNZA. I even asked over the issues of BC, and they told me they were paid. And these are not students who to say no, they are no. They told me clearly. I do speak for UNZA students so many times. I speak for UNZA students. This time around, meals allowances was not an issue. But HH was inciting people to rise. And that's why we had that riot at UNZA, where unfortunately somebody died. And like I said, I'm still insisting. I am putting the death of that lady on HH because of his inciting people to rise. You know, he was inciting there. It's very clear. Even in this case, I want this case, let this case go to court. I don't want people, me, I don't work in nothing to say I'm supporting Edgar Lungu, so therefore the police, nothing. Me, I don't seek for help from the ruling party over my cases. I fight my cases. Even when I was accused of rape, I tell you, I fought that case myself. I never went to anyone to say blah, 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 because I believe in what I do, and I'm responsible for my actions. I'm responsible for my actions. If indeed I have criminally defamed HH, let the law take its course. Let the law take its course. Let the police do investigate. And I'm here in my house. If they want to arrest me, they can come and arrest me anytime. I'm readily available. Even Wakanganja, I was arrested. I didn't. You can ask the people that arrested me, the police officers that arrested me. Not even one time did I fear to go to the cells. I was even telling them, let's go. Have you finished to arrest me? Let's go Kuma cells. I went to Kuma cells. In the cells there, I was Nabantu Wakwa HH. They can tell the story. Was I ever intimidated? Did I faint like Wakambwiri? Nshifenta we. Shifenta. Nshifenta. Na alikosa fe bwino. Vili vyonze fe kwingira. Nanguni mu prison, nanguni kuisa kwingira. Twalipi kwa kale batata. Twalipi kwa tapawe fo tutina. So, wakapogolanga bale fwaya, ba HH na basa report, bese batusende. Twala ingira, no problem. Kukoti tukayalondolola. Tukayalonda criminal libel. Tukayalondolola. Epo tudi. Tatutina ifwe yo. Tatutina anotwa kufenta. Bakambwiri wa mdala. Awe, wungwele ifwe tatuawamu. So kuti mwaisafi. But by HH, idawa chaya. What HH has done, it's cowardice. Mwenso ulia, achitina. Achimwana bat bamambalo ni pasata de kuchiwa iso ushikubaisa kuikata. After all, the man misbehaves when they want to arrest him like the way he did. So he was scared that maybe they will go at night. But I want to tell the police that let them not be fooled by that act of his. Ngabale fwa wakapokola, let them arrest me, na ena bamuikate. Tukaye ingira maseos, ngafafine chari kari. Bamuikate na ena, because HH what he did, that was criminal. You don't talk like that on TV. You don't talk like that. And it wasn't on TV, it was published everywhere. You don't behave like that. Desperation yakwa HH pandarama apoka kuli wa Anglo American avena ati comprehenda nivalia shiremu national panga busy. It has put him under pressure. HH is under pressure. Lelo they were saying no, cars should park their vehicles on the road. Zambians are not foolish here. Employ proper political strategies. Ayama Ntwankanama strategies are quite HH. They are very poor. The man is not a politician. I can assure you the man is not a politician. Just look how he's behaving. My goodness. Even a political amateur cannot behave the way he has done. He's so Katwish ife mwandin. Katwish. Anyway. The man can do something else, but I'm glad that he has done all these things. But I want to still insist that let the police. Me, I don't mind. They can come and arrest me. I don't mind. Let the police do their job, please. Let the police do their job. Please do your job. If the other day I was saying that you haven't succeeded in anything as an IG. If I've committed a crime, here is an opportunity for you. Here is an opportunity for you to show that yes, you were an IG and you managed to convict Tayali. If I've committed a crime, come and arrest me. But as you are doing that, I am also pleading to you that arrest HH for that statement, for those statements that he did. And thereafter, we had a riot where somebody died. HH must be arrested. Arrest him. In a non-star report, please report me. Arrest me if I've done a case. But HH, arrest him as well. Mwikateni uli muntu. Pantorefu hapo kamaka, mbufufu ntungu. Na weke shapo. That's what he said. He said, we have reported that I want to get power using unlawful means. Yes, it's true. What you are doing there, what you are saying there, that is not the way to do it. To start with, that was not a press conference, HH. You know it was not a press conference. A press conference, you speak to the press, you issue a statement. You can't go and talk, the way that you did and call that a press conference. That was illegal in itself. It was illegal. And unfortunately, you don't even know how to follow laws. Today, you were reporting at the police and somebody was busy streaming live. Police. Police are protected areas where you are not supposed to be filming. You don't know. You don't know. Jack Mwimbu ni mwa lawyer. Jack Mwimbu you don't go and start filming. Streaming live mukapokola, you don't know. That already is a case. Chikateni. Kushikukana ishwe fintu. Mwikateni. What he did there, it is also a crime. Kumwikata. Nakalaka press conference, that it's a press conference. Arrest that man. It's not the way. You don't hold press conference in the manner that he did. So that man is guilty. You don't even have to waste time. Just come at the man. Throw him inside. If I've also done something, come at me. Put us inside. So that maybe there can be political sanity. Because we don't have political sanity at the moment. We don't have political sanity. But mostly this political insanity is there because of HH. HH is bringing political insanity. It is political insanity when you are inciting people. It is political insanity when you are saying there is no rule of law in a country. It is political insanity. You can't be doing that and you just no panting over HH. In a HH Teresa Kurine. They can hear HH Teresa. And Abe Perefi. Akaka Chan Wukuwe Wako. Let him just be courageous. Because I'm on him. If he's going to do proper politics, like the way some of these other politicians do, there's no way I'm going to follow him up. But anyway, I am glad that he has done that. But I want to also say that, at UNZA, we are still not safe. I want to appeal to the police that let them pay attention to what is happening at UNZA. And this is what I wanted to discuss earlier. You know, there is some political influence. I don't believe the students are really doing this. There is some political influence. So they need to be very, very careful, especially during this time of the funeral. I mean, I seriously offer my sincere condolences to that young lady, especially that she was not part of the fracas. She was not part of the fracas. She just got caught up in this, and which is very, very unfortunate. I know some people are criticizing to say the police should not throw tear gas and so on and so forth. You know, unfortunately, sometimes we need to be realistic. How do the police control, you know, unruly behavior? How? You know, if they had shot that girl with a bullet, I would have really said whatever. But, you know, tear gas, I mean, how do the police control, you know, crowds? I don't know. Give suggestions. Those of you who are saying, no, the police, what? Give suggestions. How do the police, you know, maintain law and order when there is civil disorder? How do the police behave? You know, yes, it's true. You could say that the police shouldn't go to the hostels, which I agree. But really, I think we need to be very realistic. I am sorry, I might be coming out and people you might feel to say I'm not being sympathetic. I do sympathize, but at the same time I want to be realistic. When there is disorder, when there is law, when there is disorder, civil strife, how do the police control the situation? Tear gas is what they use. Is what they use to disperse crowds. What were they supposed to use? Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I mean, somebody, yes, of course, had a condition and died out of the situation. It is wrong. It is wrong. I'm not saying it is right. I'm not saying it is right, but I'm being realistic. I'm being realistic, you know, truthful as it should be. And what I'm saying is that this time around, let us be real with what is up. Let us pay attention with what is happening at UNZA. To the students, I want to say, please stay away from these politics. Stay away from these politics. HH was inviting. HH was inviting the youths to join in his civil disobedience and so on and so forth. Me, I am saying, youths, please preserve yourselves. Preserve yourselves. Don't engage so much in these politics. I do refuse. A number of young people that come to me wanting to join EEP or some of our members, I always tell them, look after your life first. Sort yourself out. As a young person, getting so involved in politics, you know, to an extent of you start, you know, getting into fracases, it's not right. It's not right. At the moment, we have got so many people, so many young people who are in the cells, so many young people who are in the cells, who are in jail. And yet HH is loitering around. HH is loitering around. When HH is arrested, you know, I mean, everybody pays attention. He has got so many lawyers. Remember when he was arrested over that treason, how many lawyers did he have? 20-something lawyers. So many lawyers he had, you see. But you as a young person, when you are arrested, you are lucky if Martha Mushipe comes to defend you. Martha Mushipe was really helping. It's a pity now, Martha Mushipe, even her license has been withdrawn. So when you are arrested as a young person in this politics, my friend, you stand on your own. You stand on your own. So me, I'm encouraging you young people that be careful with the way you do politics. Be careful. Because at the end of the day, you have your life. And HH will not look after you. He will not look after you. HH will incite you, will encourage you to do wrong things. But at the end of the day, you will have to face, you know, the consequences of your actions alone. You know, imagine you are at UNZA and you get involved in these fracases and so on and so forth. Maybe you are put off bursary, or maybe you are lucky you even complete your education. You go out looking for employment and people recognize you as somebody who was rioting at UNZA. What do you think will happen to you? Do you think they'll give you a job? They won't give you a job. And HH cannot give you a job. There are so many people who are looking for employment in UPND. He has not given them jobs. Rifwekelo was with him. Rifwekelo for how long? Did you see Rifwekelo being given a job? Until he had to run away, he had to come to PF. So many other people, they were with HH. They had to run away and come to PF. So some of you who insult too much, and especially you young people at UNZA, I am telling you, UNZA and other learning institutions, please stay away from this kind of politics where you have to get into some civil strife, where you might find yourself facing the law. Please stay away. I'm really encouraging you. It is very wrong. It is very wrong. HH will never look after you. You have got your own life. Please stay away. Don't follow HH. Don't follow him. That man, like I've already said, him is too egocentric. He's too selfish. All he wants is to get to State House. He doesn't care how many people will get hurt, how many people will die out of the process, how many people's lives he will destroy with his politics. You say, I am one man, I am one man. When I was demonstrating against Bakanganja, I went alone. You know why I demonstrate alone? I don't demonstrate alone because I can't have people. Because I don't want people to be arrested with me. I don't want. When they am arrested, wherever they will take me, everybody will know where is Tayali, where is Tayali. At least I have a name. But the people that I may come with, the people from the compounds whose name are not known, when they are arrested, they are thrown inside and they rot there. That's why you see me demonstrating alone. It is not difficult to organize crowds to either to march with me or to do anything with me. It's not difficult because people are hungry. It is very simple. Hire a bus at 500 kwacha. Go in a compound and tell people, jump in the bus. They don't even have to know where they are going. They will jump in the bus. When they jump in the bus, give them 5 kwacha. If you are generous, give them 10 kwacha. And they will go. They can even follow you, even just buying beer. Just go and brandish you to Jiri Jiri in the compound. Hey, come, Ninkwato to Jiri Jiri. They will jump in the bus. And you achieve your political purpose. But you would have used people. And you would have exposed people. I don't want to expose people. I don't want. I don't want. You ask me, where are your members? Hey, you are just alone. I tell my members, concentrate on your work. You will not eat politics. You will not eat politics. And I want to tell all of you who admire me, if you are watching, I am not interested in you coming to stand with me. What? No. Because it will disadvantage you. Especially if you are in opposition, it's very difficult. Opportunities in Zambia at the moment, depending on which political side you are, they close up or they open. If you are in the opposition and you are becoming too vocal, insulting, doing all sorts of things, you will not get the opportunities. It will be difficult for you to be employed. It will be difficult for you to even get business. It will be difficult for you even to get bursary. So please stay away from the politics that are currently going on. Things are not so good politically. You need to be very strategic. You need to be very careful. But I can assure you, the politics of hooliganism will not help you. Singing behind Bakambwidi, when he's busy insulting Edgar Lungu, Pompwe, and you are behind, my friend, Kambwida alikuwa tama flats, Kambwida alikuwa tama tracks, iwe finshu kwete, ule monekana na pa TV, you are behind TV, Kambwida is in front, and you are behind, when Kambwida is insulting. You think you have opportunities. Kambwidi will give you 10 kwacha as you are going. Where will the 10 kwacha take you? Same with HH. But HH had one waste because HH even to give money, it's a problem. It's a problem. He says it's voluntary. But I want to kudia. So please, my brothers and sisters, especially those at UNZA, I'm really imploring you that stay away from the politics. Don't be influenced by people like HH. HH wants you to go to the streets. He wants you to insult Edgar Lungu. He wants you to post those bad things. But at the end of the day, my dear brothers and sisters, this is your only country you have. If this country go up in flames, HH has got money. He can fly out of this country. He will go. You will remain. We will remain here. Me, I tend to be sober. I tend to be, normal when I'm talking about PF. I'm not PF, but I need to approach them properly because they are the ruling power. They are in power. That Edgar Lungu, he may be humble like that, folding his hands, what power. We should thank God that he doesn't use that power carelessly. Surely he doesn't. You can accuse him of so many things, but Edgar Lungu does not abuse his power. Because if he was abusing his power, I think some of us, including myself, because many times I've come out very strong on Edgar Lungu, we wouldn't be there. We wouldn't be there. Same with the Bakambwili West. He wouldn't be there. Bakambwili is even enjoying hospital. If it was Edgar, if Edgar Lungu was a bad man, Bakambwili did fentere. If Edgar Lungu was a bad man, they would have left him die there. And they wouldn't have even blamed anyone. They wouldn't have even blamed anyone. So Bakambwili sometimes you should think twice, Bakambwili, because his condition is not good. The man is sick. So when you keep talking like that and so on and so forth, one day mdala bakakushave pampanga ukaifuila. So we should be very, very careful. But anyway, I'm not saying I'm not saying mdala bakafu. No, I'm just being realistic. I'm just talking. Then by church let us be real. This country that you keep saying so many bad things. Bad leadership. There is no leadership. Like in a press conference, you said it again. There is no leadership at all. If there is no leadership, that call out, if they will send me a call out, you want to report, the call out that they will give me, it will be in the name of the president. It will be in the name of the president. So if there is no leadership, how? How can that happen? How can things work? My brothers and sisters, Naranda-san, I hope you have gotten the message. But what I want to tell you is that via church, politics tapava, bamdala ndeva vika, sitting in my bedroom, nimba vika, ikali, ningumfa wino, church, umdala, anyway, let's see how things will unfold. Tomorrow, buy the papers, read the papers, monitor the news. Yeah, you will hear about it. You hear about it, courtesy of Chirufa Tayali, free advert. I will be the next president after Edgar Lungu. After Edgar Lungu, ndeisapo. Because tuma strategies, 23 womba wino sana. Munkonkefe wino, guys. Munkonkefe wino. Muteka nyeko kula tukana pa social media. Whoa. Kesa mikano kumingisha machitu. Mtekanye sana. Naya, bye. Thanks very much. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you very much.